Hey everybody, back here at HumanX 2026. I'm really excited to be here with Noam from Alice.
Hello, nice to be here.
All right, so for those of you watching that don't know Alice, we'd love for you to quickly introduce yourself and the company.
Awesome. So I'm Noam Schwartz. I'm CEO and co-founder of Alice. Some of the folks listening to us knows us as ActiveFence. We've been a trust and safety company, working with the big tech, most of the large platforms that actually you use every single day. And when AI became a thing, went from the labs to the mainstream, we started working with pretty much all of the foundation labs, creating foundational models, help them with robustness testing, with red teaming, with making them really hard to break. And now we brought those capabilities to the enterprise. So work with Fortune 5000, helping them deploy models, deploy agents, deploy AI applications in production in front of real people, doing the red teaming, runtime guardrails, robustness testing, and making sure they can advance unafraid.
Can you talk a little bit more about what trust and safety means? I know people probably think about this on the consumer side around, abuse or fraud or hate speech online and
Mhm.
social media. What does it mean when it comes to AI and these customers you're working with?
So trust and safety means exactly what you said.
Okay.
It's mostly around user-generated content, making sure that the products that we use every day can stay fun, can stay engaging, that advertisers wants to be there, parents can send their kids there without being concerned. This was our foundation. We actually created the best models in the market to actually automatically detect fraud, spam, impersonation, abuse. And when AI actually became a thing and actually being used by every product out there, we brought that expertise, that capability, that ability to actually deploy things fast on the long tail of violations into everyday AI. So we came from there. Now we're around AI security and safety, and this is where our growth is coming from.
When it comes to selling this to the AI companies themselves, is there any element of this where you're checking the output of the models? Is that a thing, or I
Yeah, of
guess
course.
what changes around kind of the AI interaction? That's kind of what I'm getting at here.
So what you want to do is to make sure that AI can't be a weapon and it can't be a target on its own. And you want to help them do those both things at once. So you want to make sure that the AI can be weaponized, can be used for autonomous cyber attacks, or to impersonate people, to impersonate organizations, or to just be used as a way to dox people. Because it's very, very smart. It's not just like the closed source, it's also the open source models. But you also don't want that AI would be a target by other threat actors. So if you're an enterprise, your company, you want to implement AI, whether if you give agents to your developers or you want to build a whole product that is based on AI features, how do you make sure that people are not prompt injecting stuff into it or not jailbreaking it or any other thing that would cause your company to be vulnerable? And again, thinking and focusing on how to not make sure that AI is being abused as a weapon, but also not as a target. It's constantly in that weird superposition of being those two things.
I think I saw a tweet last year that was somebody using the Home Depot chat app to write Python script.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can get it to jailbreak out and
Exactly.
and just burn tokens that
So
way.
that's the classic use case of what we do. We will cover the input, we will cover the output, we will cover any tool that is being called in between, and we would make sure that these things would never happen. So if you have an AI product in production, it can get untrusted data, it gets access to personal information, and it can call other tools. When that trifecta is in place, this is where you call us, and we make sure that you're all good.
How is the type of attack or the threat changing with AI? I imagine it's increasing with agents. There's more volume, but also I would imagine the sophistication of these types of attacks is increasing too. Hence, people needing a
Yeah,
product
it's
like ours.
closer to fraud than to cybersecurity. Honestly, it's people are actually social engineering models. English is the way that you actually hack that. You convince the model to do things it's not supposed to do. So it used to be, SQL injection. Now it's prompt injection. You don't need to be a very sophisticated state actors in order to break state of the art models.
Where is this going next? Just today, you probably saw
Yeah, Anthropic.
the Anthropic Mythos project and model was announced, and a bunch of stuff around how it's really a super powerful model when it comes to cybersecurity.
Right.
How do you think about that as it relates to trust and safety and your customers and your product?
So models are getting stronger every day, which means that the models in the hands of bad actors are getting stronger every day. So if you think about the commercial products like ChatGPT or Anthropic, you have the equivalent in open source. You have Kimi, you have Quen, you have even Gemma. And these models that are open source can also be jailbroken very easily. There's also like all kinds of ways that you can remove the guardrails. So a few months after you have a state-of-the-art new model, you'd have the same capability or maybe 5-10% less open source. Now, what happens when you take that open source capability, you remove the guardrails and you're weaponizing it. So there's constant game of cat and mouse, and then it's also making the models like more vulnerable to each other. And this is very similar to what happened with trust and safety. You have like a new threat actor, you're solving that, and then you have like someone that is like outsmarting what you solved. And it's a constant game of whack-a-mole. And it's not going to end tomorrow. It's not going to end with one launch of a model. We're going to have a very interesting trip in this model.
When we're talking about this, is this mostly text? I know there's like stuff around video, is it deep fakes,
No, it's
even
everything.
voice?
Yeah,
You know?
it's like it's multimodality. It's like text, voice, audio, like everything. It's the multimodality challenge is real. A lot of companies are not even close to figuring this out. Deepfake is just one manifestation of multimodality and like attacks, but there's like so many more. So text is the easiest one. It's also the easiest to implement. Most folks are using just text in their AI. It's the cheapest as well, but coming to you soon. Real video, real time audio. There's a lot of things that we didn't see in production.
Last question for you. Where do you think we are end of year? It's like April right now. The new Mythos stuff was just announced today. It's clearly like this fast acceleration and takeoff. If you had a crystal ball to look 6 months ahead, where would you say we're going to be?
So I think consolidation in the foundation model, like industry. I think that a lot of the non-AI, non-ChatGPT, non-Anthropic things are going to get kind of acquired by hyperscalers. I think that a lot of the tools that kind of like enjoyed from the first wave of success, especially around customer experience, customer support, we see them here on the floor a lot. I think that a lot of their initial customers are going to say, hey, wait a second. I need this thing to work in production. I need this thing to work at scale. And I'm not sure this is working for me. And people are going to take a step back, build things on their own. And also, I think that we're going to see like a shift to a multi-model setup. So you're not going to commit to one model. You're going to work with a set of different models. The logic behind what you're going to use when is going to be determined in-house. And, people are going to be way smarter in how they use their tokens.
It's going to happen faster than we expect.
It's happening right now.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for stopping by.
Sure.
And thanks also to Alice for helping secure AI for all of us.
Thank you very much.